Last time on Dragon Ball Z, Raditz ended up surviving the encounter with Goku and Piccolo. He ended up taking Gohan and training Gohan on his own until they ended up facing the Z Fighters, where Raditz was knocked out, but Gohan saved his life, causing Raditz to feel like he owed a debt to Gohan of life. He wouldn't tell Gohan this, but since Gohan saved his life, he allowed Chi-Chi to come and visit him. Last they knew, they were sensing two power levels come their way when Chi-Chi left. They both took a battle stance. And now, on this episode, Raditz and Gohan get ready to fight as Piccolo and Goku land. Goku is shocked to see Gohan in a Saiyan armor outfit, but Piccolo didn't care. He was too busy focusing on trying to kill Raditz. Gohan, step away. Gohan denied to step away. He did not change his look. Uncle Raditz doesn't want to kill anyone here. He's only helping me get stronger so I can defend the Earth. He is not a bad man. Raditz says nothing to this, and Goku just stares down both Gohan and Raditz right now. He doesn't want to hurt his son, but if it requires him to take out Raditz, he's willing right now. Gohan, if a fight breaks out, fight the Namekian. I'll fight Kakarot. I'm not going to kill him. I have no reason yet. So, you just want to brawl? I guess if you put it that way, Kakarot. Yes. Piccolo felt like he was being toyed with. The child versus him? He knows he's weaker, but he still can hold his own. At that point, Piccolo looks over to Goku. Remember why we're here. He killed us both last time, remember? After all, he is the reason that they're that up. You did take your son. Goku remembers this and nods. Just then, both Goku and Piccolo charge at him, but Piccolo is kicked back by Gohan. So, you think you can fight a demon boy? Fine, let's begin. With that, Piccolo starts to fight Gohan. Even though Gohan having less skill, he still is stronger than Piccolo. Raditz and Goku go all out, and Raditz speaks to Goku. So, Kakarot, you're stronger than last time. I'm glad to see that you actually have potential of being a great Saiyan and helping us defend the planet from the other two coming to Earth. Goku's shocked about this. You called backup? What? No. They're coming to find Gohan and the Dragon Balls. And if there's nothing here for them left, they'll kill everyone on Earth and sell it to Lord Frieza. Who's that? And with this, Goku believes that Raditz is telling the truth. After all, why would Raditz want to tell him otherwise with this? If he really did not want to be on the Earth, he would have just killed everyone already. Took in Gohan. Gohan, with his slight edge over Piccolo, uses the Masenko and pushes Piccolo into a mountain. But with that, Piccolo takes the opportunity to use the multi-form and form a second one of himself. He charges at Gohan and fights him. Now having no edge over Piccolo, Gohan is in a losing fight. He ends up backing away from Piccolo and using a double Sunday to blast the two back into each other and knocks Piccolo out. Gohan then gets ready to join into Raditz and Goku's fight. But then, with that, Raditz yells to Gohan, "Don't! I want to see how this fight will end with just me and Kakarot." Gohan, just make sure no one interjects us. Gohan nods to that and sits, then feels the other Z fighters coming their way, sensing them. He stands up and gets into his own battle stance. As they land, they see Gohan in a fighting stance. One of them attempts to fly over, but Gohan grabs him and throws him back, landing in front of them with his battle stance again. None of you are going to get involved in this fight. You understand that? They want to fight each other. They're not fighting to the death. Tien, Yamcha, and Krillin all find this hard to believe, but Chi-Chi, on the other hand, could pretty much feel the fact that they weren't lying. It is her son, after all. So when they get ready to fight Gohan, Chi-Chi gets in the way of them and gets ready to fight the Z-Fighters. They decide to step down because they don't want to fight Chi-Chi. They only want to get Raditz. Now, Gohan finally understanding this, and them looking at him, they answer to Gohan, "Fine. But if Raditz attempts to kill Goku, we are getting involved in stopping him." Gohan nods to this and flies to his own little area where he sits down. Chi-Chi goes over with the Ox King and speaks to Gohan, asking him how things have been and how he's been doing, if Raditz has hurt him too much. But Gohan tells her that he's fine and that she shouldn't worry too much. They continue fighting for a few hours, and Piccolo wakes up and flies away, seeing that he is basically, if he was to turn on them, would lose in an instant. Now that the night is starting to rise, Raditz looks at Goku. "Brother, cease this fight at once now. If we continue fighting, I will transform into a great ape, and you will not even stand a slight chance. As well as Gohan over there." Goku confused about this. "So, you're giving up? Or do you just not want to fight me at your full power?" "It's nothing like that, Kakarot. In a great ape form, my power is tenfolds." "Huh. I kind of want to see it. And you're saying Gohan has this power too?" "Well, all Saiyans have this power, Kakarot. After all, I did tell you our tails are our potential to our great powers." I want to see it. Why not come with me to my house so we can see it there?" Goku then turns to the Z-Fighters. Raditz thinks for a while and looks at Gohan and Chi-Chi. "Fine. I'll go to your house." All the Z-Fighters, including Raditz and Chi-Chi, all fly to Goku's house. Once they get there, Raditz lands and looks at them. "So, it's time that you see my great ape form." Goku nods to this, and so does Raditz. Raditz then, once the nighttime comes, Raditz and Gohan both transform into their great ape form. Everyone is a bit scared, but Raditz confirms that he's not going to attack them. He has no reason and does not want to. This calms everyone else down. The only one who's not really calmed down yet is Goku, since he knows what this form is, and now that he's the one who knows about it, he knows that he's the reason Grandpa Gohan is dead. He killed his own Grandpa Gohan. Once that's over, and they all end up going to sleep, morning time comes, and Raditz explains to Goku how he does not want to fight Goku. Instead, he just wants to fight the Saiyans to protect the planet. Goku finds this a bit strange, but he reluctantly agrees. So, the Saiyans start to fight. Well, not fight, train with each other. All except for Gohan, who's forced back to studying. The Ox King decides to sit this one out. Chi-Chi walks out and demands that she's trained with the two of them, or at least trains with them. Raditz takes this into opportunity as Goku's about to just accept, but he's like, "Hold on, brother." He walks up. "If you're going to train with us, have Gohan train with us too." "What? No. He needs to work on his studying. He doesn't need to save the planet. The two of you should be fine." "Chi-Chi, if that's what you're called. I think that Gohan has better potential than both me and Goku combined." Goku then steps up. "Yeah, it'd be better if Gohan is here training with us. After all, it'd be a good way to see how much more powerful he can get. And if he's going to become strong enough to defend the Earth like he wants to, it's a good thing for him to train with us. Chi-Chi thinks this over. Fine. But he's going to go back to his studies after all of this. Raditz and Goku both agree to this. And hence their fighting begins, training. As they're training, eventually, a week later, they hear the voice in their head. It is King Kai. Not King Kai. It is Kami, telling them that he'd like to see them at the lookout. They all head to the lookout, wondering what it could possibly be. And Kami tells them that he wants them to go train with King Kai, which is in the other world. Raditz thinks this over for a little bit and says, no. In fact, I think I'd rather stay here and train Gohan. Train him up to be a proper Saiyan, and possibly a little more intelligent in the way of battle. Goku, hearing this, looks at Raditz. Well, if you're not going, I'm not going. Only because I actually want to spend time and see our power increase, Raditz. I mean, yes, it'd be good to train, maybe after this entire Saiyan thing. Chi-Chi decides that she's not going to go either because these are her husbands, and Goku's her husband, and Gohan's her child. So she doesn't think that she can leave them with Raditz. Oh, okay. Well, who do you think we should send? How about the Z fighters, the humans? The other fighters. They could use it. Yes, I'll contact them and send them there. They all end up accepting, all except for Yajirobe. Around the time they get up there, they decide just to fly to it, and they seem to pass his test really quick. Especially Yamcha, since he's the one who likes to do the jokes. After that, they all start to train. The Saiyans in their area, and the humans in theirs. As Piccolo is training alone, he uses the multi-form just to get stronger, cloning himself 2 times instead of once, just to see how far he can push himself. Now, 6 months pass, and the humans have learned Kaioken, as well as Raditz and Goku training with each other, as well as Gohan. The Ox King has been taking a little more time to do things that Chi-Chi would do while she's training. Now, as these 6 months have passed, Chi-Chi has realized she is not gaining as much gains as the humans, as Goku and Raditz and Gohan. And Goku ends up persuading her that she should go see King Kai in order to learn the new form that he's been told. She reluctantly agrees and tells Goku that if Raditz tries anything, take him down. Goku already knows this and nods. He has a small chuckle behind his voice. As Chi-Chi leaves, Raditz goes to find Piccolo and tells Piccolo that training alone will not get you enough power, Piccolo. Namekian, come train with me, my brother, and my nephew, and you will actually gain some power. So, you really think I'm that weak? I could destroy you now. Ha! You couldn't even destroy the Cybermen. Piccolo feels a little insulted by this, not knowing what a Cyberman is, but he still thinks it's an insult. So Piccolo charges up his strongest attack and shoots it at Raditz, which Raditz with ease dodges. And with that, he one-punches Piccolo down to the ground. Piccolo, not killing Piccolo, just enough to make him fall to the ground. See, Namekian, you should really join us in this training. It will be very beneficial. Piccolo slowly stands up. Fine. Well, understand, when this is over, I'm still going to take this planet over. Yes. And if you attempt, me and Kakarot will stop you. So Piccolo ends up joining their training for the last 6 months, the 4 trainers working together. A week before the Saiyans arrive, everyone comes back to the Earth. Everyone visiting each other before they finally go off. Piccolo still doesn't go to see the Z Fighters because they're here at Kami's Lookout. And they all agree that in a week they should be ready. So everyone goes back to their training, and Chi-Chi finds out about Piccolo training with them. The last day, Chi-Chi, Goku, Piccolo, Gohan, and Raditz all are training as the Saiyans finally arrive. So the 4 Z Fighters who aren't training go and find Raditz and Vegeta. Now we're going to talk power levels real quick. By the way, the humans did learn Kaioken. Now, Tien's power level, he is actually one of the highest people out of these 4, is 9,000. When he uses Kaioken, it's 13,500. Krillin is 7,200. With Kaioken, it's 10,800. Yamcha is 6,480. With Kaioken, that goes up to 9,720. Chaozu, which is the weakest one out of everyone here, is 3,843. With Kaioken, by the way, Chaozu, the humans can use Slight Burst of Kaioken times 2, but that's it. Chaozu can reach Kaioken level. Well, with Chaozu using Kaioken, normal Kaioken, it's 5,764. Now Chi-Chi is 9,900. With Kaioken, that is 14,850. Piccolo's power level is 9,550. Goku is 17,760. Raditz is 19,800. And in grade 8 form, 198,000. Gohan is 10,500. In grade 8 form, it's 105,000. Now, by the way, Nappa and Vegeta's power level have not changed. So Nappa's power level is still 7,800. And Vegeta's is 18,000. Now remember, grade 8 is the times 10 multiplier. The day comes where the Saiyans arrive. Everyone heads there. Well, the 4 Z Fighters head there to see them. Nappa, getting there with Vegeta, turns on his scouter and sees everyone's power is 2,000 to 3,000. Vegeta! Their powers are higher than Raditz's. Should we plant the Cybermen, or should we just take them out ourselves? Also, I don't really see the kid, or Raditz. Just kill them, or we can go find the kid and Dragon Balls. Nappa, if you're going to kill them, don't hold back. Nappa nods to this and smiles, cracking his fingers. When Nappa tries to attack them, they all just move out of the way and they start toying with Nappa, not even attempting to hit him, just letting him swing at them, dodging. Once Nappa's angry, he fires a mouth beam directly at Tien. That Tien just moves out of the way, destroying an entire mountain in the process with the blast. Vegeta sees that he's just being toyed with and yells at Nappa to get back. As Vegeta walks forward, he then smiles and charges at all of them. They all are still in their base forms and attack him. Vegeta's proving to be a slight challenge. But then Vegeta decides to hit the weaker ones away, punching Chaozu down to the ground, and then swings his hand, basically like Nappa did, cutting off Yamcha's arm. Yamcha starts to scream, but then gets kicked down. As they keep on fighting, both Krillin and Tien, he ends up punching Krillin away and kicking Tien with his leg. At that point, Chaozu grabs onto him and uses Kaioken. He starts to use self-destruct. Tien starts to yells at Chaozu not to do it. But it was too late. Chaozu blew up. He's shocked. He doesn't know what to say. His best friend, gone. And Vegeta's still standing there. Out of pure rage, he charges at him, not thinking about his blows. He's just swinging. Yamcha sees this, and he starts to charge up a Spirit Ball with his one good arm and throws it at Vegeta. As Nappa's seeing Yamcha focus on the Spirit Ball, he fires a mouth beam at it. Krillin now jumping in the way of Yamcha, taking the full blast. With that, Nappa realizes that Vegeta's not going to win this without the moon, so he throws up the power moon. Vegeta smiles as he kicks Tien away again. Good, Nappa. The two start to transform into great apes, making the Z fighters realize they have to run. They don't stand a chance with this kind of power. They end up flying away, but instead, Tien's anger gets the best of him, and he turns around, charging up his attack. Yeah, what he's using right now. Tri-beam. Krillin stops and flies back over. What are you doing? I can't do a Krillin voice. What are you doing? Avenging my friend. As he fires it, Krillin decides to fire his own attack. And once they realize it did nothing to the two Saiyans, Nappa fires a mouth beam directly at them. They both freeze in fear, not sure how, not even able to move. As it's about to hit them, Yamcha kicks them both out of the way, getting hit by the blast, cooking him alive, basically. Yamcha hits the floor, dead. That just leaves Tien and Krillin. They both sit there, staring at the great apes, as they're attempting to find out the best way for them to deal with this. The moon blows up, having Raditz, Gohan, Goku, Chi-Chi, and Piccolo all land. As they all look at them, Raditz starts walking up. Vegeta, Nappa, I suggest you both surrender now. Huh. Nappa and Vegeta both take their battle stance. Nappa then grabs his scouter off the floor and checks the power levels. They're not hiding anything back, except obviously Chi-Chi and Piccolo. But the three Saiyans read their high power levels. Vegeta, Raditz, it's broken. It's broken, right? Vegeta takes his scouter, turns it on. Yes, it's broken. And he crushes his scouter, not believing it. Only I, the Prince of all Saiyans, has that kind of power. He then gets into a battle stance versus Raditz. Piccolo walks up to Raditz as well as Gohan. Both get into their own battle stance as Goku and Chi-Chi look at Nappa and get into theirs. And that's where we'll be leaving it off for today. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.